You're watching a video by Tick. Who the hell do you think he is?
You know, I made this rant series thing so that I can rant about things that irritate me. We're already on the 5th rant. And for whatever reason, Microsoft has been in 3 of them. Now let's get one thing clear here. I do not hate Microsoft. I don't think they're really all that bad. Or at least I didn't think they were all that bad. I mean, I play my 360 more than my PlayStation. First game I ever played online was Halo 3, and so on and so forth. So, I'm not, like, a fanboy to the other consoles. So why is it that Microsoft keep getting the brunt of my rants? I ranted about it for like 15 minutes to begin with in the first rant about the Xbox One. I ranted about it for half an hour on their conference. I ranted 10 minutes on just their always online function. And now I'm ranting about fucking some new news that just came out. Okay? So, recently, Microsoft employees have apparently been going into Best Buy. Now, you're probably thinking, that's not normal. Or for those of us like me, who, on the other side of the pond, or over here in England, we do not have a Best Buy. Yeah. Basically, I understand that this is common marketing, but it is bad marketing in my eyes. Basically, Microsoft employees are going to Best Buys, where the E3 experience events are. Nintendo's E3 experience events, I might add. They are either playing the games or standing near the games and loudly claiming how bad the games are and how superior the Xbox One is. Okay, look, guys. I understand that you are in damage control, okay? You are trying to lessen the amount of damage you have caused with the Xbox One. But this is not the way to do it. This is just... Those of you may remember the Sony PlayStation Network hack. For, I think it was an entire month, the PlayStation Network was down. How did they damage control that? For one thing, they offered us some old games. Games are about 5 years old or so. Kind of padded the wound a bit. But the biggest one is in the E3 event that followed directly after the PlayStation hacked. They had all their executive producers apologize. A public apology in front of everyone. Now, a lot of people may think, that is nowhere near enough. We could have lost our payment details. We could have done this kind of stuff. Well, yes, but the fact of the matter is that they tried to do damage control in a good way. Microsoft are trying to do damage control in a bad way. The article says, and I quote, "Here's a funny one for lunchtime. Microsoft has reportedly been sending Microsoft employees into Nintendo's Best Buy E3 experience events, which have been set up in Best Buys across the country to allow consumers to play some of the new Nintendo games that were announced in E3 this year, in an effort to bash the Wii U and to promote the company's upcoming Xbox One." Okay. Clearly, this is a sign of desperation. This is clearly, this is Microsoft, one of the biggest companies in the world, is resorting to basically guerrilla tactics, desperate marketing ploys. Okay? You don't do this just because you have established that what your stance is on stuff like the whole DRM, always online thing. Just because gamers do not want that, and have clearly expressed that they don't want that, and they clearly said that they will not buy a console that enforces that, that doesn't mean that you stay thick-headed and just be like, oh, well, we'll just do guerrilla tactics. We'll just bash every other game because we're Microsoft. We're pretty sure our brand awareness will work. No. What you do is you listen to your consumer. There is a saying, or have people give you money so much that you've just completely forgot about it? The customer is always right. Now, of course, that is a lie. The customer can sometimes be wrong. But for the most part, what the customer wants is what the company needs to deliver. We want, in our consoles, the ability to give games to our friends. We want to trade in our games. We want to be able to play our single-player games offline if we want. That is our wants, our needs. Sony and Nintendo outright understood that. Sony, a little bit less, because they said, well, we will allow publishers to do the DRM thing, but we're not going to enforce it. So Sony is a bit guilty of the DRM thing, but it's not as bad because it's basically the publisher's choice, so you can't really hate Sony on it. You can hate the publisher of that console. It's just... I just don't. I've literally ran out of things to yell at Microsoft about. They have literally emptied out all the rage in me about this just because they are doing stupid thing after stupid thing. I've found some other stuff about the Xbox One. Now, basically, they've pretty much said if you don't have stable internet, then you can fuck off with getting the Xbox One. You are sticking with the Xbox 360. One thing that I didn't find out until today, actually, is that even if you've got a good, strong internet, you can only play in one of the 21 countries that are included in Microsoft Server Network. So, if you are a soldier who is in the United States military, the Her Royal Majesty's Army, anything, and you're going to a place like Japan, Kuwait, or Afghanistan, and you think, oh, well, the base actually has some pretty strong internet, so I can just take an Xbox One there and I won't have to worry. Afghanistan, Kuwait, and apparently Japan, I don't know if that's actually true, are not in Microsoft Server Network. Meaning that even if you had the strongest internet in the universe there, you won't be able to connect. This is where Always Online fails Microsoft. It's okay if you're using a digital distribution platform because it stores your stuff on the cloud. It's, that's why I've got well over 200 games, and yet I've got like a quarter of them installed because my hard drive can't handle that many games. But you know what? It's on the cloud. I can, so long as I've got an internet connection, I can download them. Not to mention, this is one thing that's funny that one of my friends linked me. It'll be on the screen right now. This was when they were showcasing the Xbox One. Now, you notice what's on the left monitor? That's right, Windows. So, apparently, the Xbox One showcase was actually using Windows to play it, not the Xbox One. I think the funniest thing, though, about it is that this is Microsoft, who are forcing Windows 8 upon us. They're using Windows 7 in that picture. Okay, I'm going to say this right now. I fucking hate Windows 8. I'm fine with Windows 7. I loved Windows XP. And they're using Windows 7 instead of Windows 8. It's just, I think even they know Windows 8 is shit. I mean, like, if you like Windows 8, fair enough, but I personally think it's a pile of shit. Also, it's pretty clear that the Xbox One wants to try and be Steam, because as we all know, if you do something that severely breaks the terms of use for Steam, your account gets banned and all of your games are wiped out. The same thing applies for the Xbox One. It says here, this is a Twitter statement from Xbox support. If your account is banned, you also forfeit the licenses to any games that you have licenses tied to, as listed in the terms of use. That means that if you do something to get banned, you lose all those games. Now, here's the difference. The major fucking difference. Console games are more expensive than PC games. The reason why is partly because of manufacturing costs for the casing and the artwork and the disc and such. A game that is worth 60 quid or 60 bucks, wherever your currency is, on a console is only worth 40 on the PC. So basically, what the Xbox One's trying to do is it's trying to be Steam in console form. It's trying to be Steambox before Steambox. The difference however, is that you're spending 20 quid more. It's perfectly fine with the exclusives because they're exclusives, but with the cross-platform things, if Xbox One want to make this thing like Steam, just do what EA did and make your own digital distribution software. Don't try and turn your console into Steam or Origin. Don't do that because it just does not work. I am really hoping so much that my next rant is not about Microsoft. Because this is the third time they've been in my rant. This is the fifth rant, which means only 2 of those rants have not had Microsoft in there. At least I think. Let me just recheck. Okay, let's see. I made one about the next gen consoles. I made one about Sony. I made one about Microsoft. I made one about... No, Microsoft's been all but one of my rants. Okay, seriously. I'm running out of stuff to yell at you about Microsoft, okay? I'm seriously running out of stuff to rant about with you. Please stop giving me ammunition. I want to rant about other stuff. Like, so badly. And you are just stopping me here because you keep throwing this shit at me. I don't care about what you try and do. I don't care if you're making stupid mistakes. Stop making them. I don't want to rant about you anymore because, well, for one thing, it makes me seem like a fanboy. I'll just say this right now. There's stuff I don't like about the other consoles as well, but it's the fact that Microsoft is throwing all this stuff in my face. I can not ignore throwing shit in my face, okay? Throwing bullshit in my face. I cannot. No. Okay? This is getting done, Microsoft, okay? We've had a pretty okay relationship up until this point. Okay, ever since 2006, we've had a pretty good relationship. Just I paid you money and I played games with my friends. I mean, some of the friends I talk to nowadays I met on Xbox Live. And now you are throwing more bullshit my way and just ruining this relationship, this friendship that we had. I mean, I've pretty much already decided I'm going to get a PlayStation 4 when it comes out. In fact, I've already decided that once my Xbox Live membership runs out, I'm going to switch over to the PlayStation Plus, because, dear God, the stuff that you're doing is really getting to me. Like, really getting to me. I can't keep a forced smile about what you do for much longer here. I have literally ranted for hours about your mistakes and what you're doing wrong as a consumer. And I know for a fact that you don't see my videos. You don't listen to what the consumers say. Your only concern is that brand loyalty will win you the console war. Hey, did you know that Atari believed in 1983, I believe it was 83, someone can correct me on that, but it was sometime in the 80s, maybe it was 87, that they believed that because of brand loyalty, they could just throw whatever shit they wanted at their consumers and they would buy it. Guess what? The video game crash happened. And you know what happened then? Atari died. And Nintendo released the NES and saved us all. Saved the entire gaming industry. Do you really want to make the same mistake Atari made? I mean, as I said, I know I'm basically just yelling at a brick wall here because Microsoft ain't gonna fucking watch this. What do they care about some 21-year-old man in England who freaking still lives with his parents and goes to university studying game development, ranting about how their console is so wrong? And then they're like this multi-billion-dollar corporation with like most of their dick in the cherry pie of computer sales and one of the second highest selling console of currently this generation. I mean, what do they care about me? I'm seriously hoping that Microsoft just run out of bad things to do quickly, because I am getting sick and tired of ranting about them over and over and over. I am tired of this shit. Okay? I just want them to stop with this stuff. Stop taking up my rant videos. This is meant to be me ranting about things that I don't like. It's not a let's rant about Microsoft series. It's a let's rant about things that just irritate me, either in-game or in real life. Quit doing this! Okay, I'm done. I will catch you guys next time.